We think that when creativity happens, it happens sort of magically. There are either really highly structured sort of traditional environments, or there are creative environments where you don't have to put any structure on it. But with design thinking, what we're saying is that there's a highly structured environment that fosters creativity.
It gets you hands-on experience. It gets you to actually see and not just see from a seat. It gets you involved in the problem and helping it build a solution, so you have background knowledge and not just going off pieces of paper, statistics. You're getting information that can help you.
The students stop what they're doing, and we call those stop, drop, and design days, and they work on the design challenge itself.
It's very important for them to know the steps, to have that structure.
I know all the steps, and I really do think it's important.
The phases that we teach and that we talk about are empathy, define, ideate, prototype, feedback, and reflect.
It then gives them the structure that they need to come up with these ideas that can go beyond the structure.
We had to learn the steps as part of our grade, and also our form teacher always plays this PowerPoint over and over before we start it, so everyone remembers it.
I think it's important because you have to basically go through all the steps to know what you're doing and do it in an orderly fashion, so you can get an A on it, or be organized.
It just becomes like a nature for you.
During the empathy phase, we want to get students out into the community, into the field, learning about the problem or issue at hand, and we want to provide experiences for them that give them a hook into that have them start to care about the issue, and particularly to develop empathy for a particular person or group of people that have a perspective or have some experience with that issue.
You have to design for the specific need of the user.
A hook that gets students interested in the particular problem and gives them a place to sort of land and a user to think about.
The teacher should have the students go out instead of just being in one classroom doing the project. They should go out and interact with other people, maybe doing a poll or something.
You have the kids go places that have to do with the design challenge.
Or going outside the school and questioning, going to a building, asking about their water crisis or something, or anything that they feel like might help them with their project.
So they can get moving and learn stuff to hands-on and stuff like that.
Empathy is basically putting yourself in somebody else's shoes and just seeing how would your user feel about a certain situation.
Because I used to always have a broad or general idea about what I could design for the user, but it's really important to hit on that specific need, so that because it's actually easier to design when you're designing for a specific need.
You need to be flexible at all times. It's good to have a structure, it's good to have a schedule, but you have to be able to throw that all out if things change.
I think the teachers should be more enthusiastic, and then the kids will be enthusiastic.
The students definitely feed off of the teachers, so if their energy is very low, the students' energy is going to be very low. And if their energy is very high, even the students that had energy that was low in the beginning, they'll come to your level. So they mimic exactly what the teacher does. The last design challenge, when we talked about crime in our community and we focused on bullying, that's something that all of them could relate to, because it's something that happens in school and happens just in their age range. So they were very passionate about it, and they wanted everybody to know how they felt about it.
I love about design challenges where you get to interact with the community.
One of the most successful design challenges that we did in the 7th grade was designing an outdoor community garden.
Last year, I know the 8th graders, it was how can we design a garden space for the outside world.
We interviewed a user that told us that we needed picnic tables painted, we needed stepping stones to help with the wet grass, they needed vegetable signs, and music that kind of helped make the area sound more pleasant.
They went to a garden and actually painted the picnic tables and redid it, so I think that's the most fun part about it.
I think it's important for us to be able to carry out our design prototypes and our design challenges, because it gets kids more enthusiastic with design challenges. It can bring everybody in there, make everybody aware of the water crisis, not just here but everywhere. So it can help a lot.
And even today, a student said, I liked the design challenge when we talked about bullying and cyberbullying, but just that they're still talking about it later and they're able to articulate, their feelings, their thoughts. That's how I measure success.